See, paddies would always patronize your paddies' businesses.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
She went there. She went there.
Welcome to the kitchen, guys. With me is Chef Daybucks of Indulge Kitchen.
Indulge Restaurant.
Indulge Restaurant,
Yes,
right.
please.
And this morning, guys, she will be taking us to South Louisiana in the U.S. with her recipe, jambalaya rice.
Yes.
Jambalaya. What comes to mind when you hear the word jambalaya? Anyways, let's talk about the ingredients for this morning's recipe.
Okay, so we have our freshly blended tomatoes.
Okay.
We've got
Just tomatoes?
yes, just
Okay.
tomatoes. Then we have our prawns. We have the chicken breasts.
Okay.
We have sausages. Then we have our tomato puree. We have our diced bell pepper. We have our onions, garlic powder, ginger powder, seasoning. Then we have some salt, and then we have spring onions and cucumber for garnish.
Okay.
Yes.
So I am actually taken away with, or blown away actually, with the proteins that we're working with. I mean, I see shrimps, I see chicken breasts, I see sausages.
Yes.
So for every spoon,
Yes,
you're
that's taking in something.
Okay. So what makes this different from jollof rice?
It's different. Well, it's alike, but it's different. Jollof rice, it's plain. But this it's like a cocktail of different proteins. So it's a spoonful in your mouth. You have a lot,
Or
something,
something to
something,
take
yes.
in.
And then the spices, your taste buds,
It wakes
it wakes you
like,
up, yes,
it gives
yes.
you
Give you that ginger, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Liking it. You know what? Let's get cooking. So what are we starting with? On your ingredients are the ingredients right now are
Yes.
on your screen, guys. We are making jambalaya rice, and we have Chef Daybucks. And if you missed out on the ingredients earlier on when she mentioned them, you have them right there. So just go grab your pen and papers, scribble them down. We're heading towards the weekend. Something that you'd love to make. I think the kids are absolutely going to love this.
Yes, they will.
Because they like to nibble on things.
On things.
Want to
And it's very healthy.
Yeah, and it's quite healthy. Okay, yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of, you're working with quite a number of vegetables.
Yes.
And then we have proteins that, that help to build the muscles. So we're starting with our rice, right?
No, we're gonna pan fry our prawns and chicken breast
Okay.
and then the sausages.
Okay.
Start
Now
that with
let's
that
talk
first.
about the ingredients that we're using for pan frying.
Okay.
What are we using?
So we're just going to grease the pan a bit with some
Okay,
oil.
okay.
And then I've seasoned the prawns. So I use the chili pepper, I use some black pepper, I use garlic powder, I use ginger powder, and a bit of seasoning.
A lot of love went
Yes.
into those shrimps.
Yes.
So when you taste them, they're going to, oh wow, I'm ready taking, this recipe this morning, right? Please, okay, so let me help you with that.
Okay.
Guys, if you're just joining us, with me is Chef Daybucks, and she is making jambalaya rice. Let's, it's time that we added that twist to our rice recipes. Not every time jollof rice, fried rice, coconut rice. Sometimes have jambalaya rice.
Yes.
On your screen right there are the ingredients. If you missed out on them earlier on, well, note them down. Yes, note them down. We'll go on a quick break now while we're getting things really started here in the kitchen. We'll be right back. I'd like you to stay with us. Welcome to the kitchen, guys. Chef Daybucks is still here.
Yes, I am.
Cooking up a storm, as always. And yes, she is making jambalaya rice. Now, let's quickly run through the recipe.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're already cooking.
Yes, I am.
Making sure those proteins come together very nicely. Yeah. So let's run through the ingredients once again.
Okay, so we have our freshly blended tomatoes.
Okay.
We have our sausages. We have our tomato puree. We have the garlic powder. We have our ginger powder. We have our chili pepper. We have our thyme. Then the chopped onions, chopped bell peppers, the seasoning, and then you have some garlic. And we also have the rice itself.
Okay.
We have the chicken breast, the proteins, prawns, and sausages.
Okay.
And we have spring onions and some cucumber for garnish.
Okay.
So
nice,
that's it.
Nice.
So what I've
now,
done,
okay.
I've pan fried the
Shrimps,
prawns, yes.
okay.
So I'm doing that with the chicken breast now.
Okay.
So once that is done, I would head on to pan fry the sausages as well.
Sausages. Okay.
Yes, please.
Now let's talk about the seasonings that have been used for the proteins.
Okay. So I had some some black pepper. We had some cayenne pepper, some chili pepper. We had the ginger powder.
Ginger powder.
Yes, and garlic powder, onion powder. you know, and then a bit of seasoning.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So once the proteins are ready and
Yes.
good to go, what's next?
Okay, then we put some oil in a pot or in
Okay.
a pan, and then we'll heat up, and then our chopped onions
We'll
will
go in,
fry. Yes.
okay.
After that, then we'll add our garlic
Okay.
as well. You know.
All right. I see we're not parboiling the rice.
No, we're not parboiling the rice.
Okay.
It's washed rice.
Okay.
So once we're done with the sauce, we'll put the rice in.
Okay.
We'll stir for a bit.
Like you mean fry?
Yes,
Okay.
for a bit, and then we add a bit of water.
Okay.
So that it can soak in, the rice can actually soak in
all the ingredients.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's what we do.
And then when does all of this go into
Okay,
the rice?
so when the rice is almost ready, we put in our proteins, our bell pepper as well, so that you can still have that freshness. Yes, and then the vegetables, like the spring onions, for garnishing. It's also good that we have spring onions fresh.
Okay.
So yeah, so that would go at the end. Cucumber
Okay.
goes at the end of the whole
Nice.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's not an exactly simple recipe, but it needs a lot of attention,
Yes,
and it
it
needs a lot of love as well, so that it comes out, tasting really, really, really nice. Now let's talk about the alternatives for, our proteins. So I mean, someone watching right now that probably cannot easily access prawns or chicken breast. What other,
You can use anything. You can use beef. You can use pork. Anything. You can use fish. Yes,
fish
yes,
fillet.
fish fillet. Yes, you can use that as well. So you can use anything.
Yeah.
It's just a cocktail of different numerous proteins.
Yeah.
So you can use anything.
Yeah. If you missed out on the ingredients, guys, it's right there on your screen. We are making jambalaya rice. And yes, so long grain rice. Well, you can use any kind of rice other than ofada rice, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, and short grain rice, long grain rice, any rice at all. We have our garlic powder, ginger powder, paprika, onions, ginger, garlic, chicken breast, prawns, spring onions, our cucumber, and our real bell peppers are here.
Yes.
We also have our blended tomatoes here, and our sausages. So it's quite a spread. It's quite a spread. It's a good-looking spread, I must say. Yeah. Okay, so things are getting on really nicely here in the kitchen. Very, very stoked about this recipe. I think everyone's going to love it. This is something that you can serve to your in-laws. You want to pepper them when they visit you. You want to show them that you can cook.
Exactly.
That you watch the Wake Up Nigeria show. And on the show, they give us an array of chefs that give us back-to-back recipes that will blow your mind. Yeah. All right, interesting stuff happening here on the show, in the kitchen especially. Chef Daybucks is hard at work. And yes, our jambalaya rice will be coming together really, really nicely in a little bit. But while we're still prepping things up here in the kitchen, let's go on a quick break. It is the top of the hour. So we're taking off our chicken breast now, right?
Yeah, and then sausage is going immediately.
Sausage is going immediately. Okay. All right, guys, it's the top of the hour in a bit. Would like you to please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Love it. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Well done. Very well done. Welcome to the kitchen,
You
Michael.
were supposed to have come to our set. You
I know. We will make another date with the next one, don't worry. This is Chef Daybucks, and this morning she's made for you jambalaya rice, right? So a lot of love and
Yeah, just try it.
protein went
Yes,
into this recipe.
Yes.
So we'd like you to sorry about that.
Just try it. And while you're trying it, I want
Yeah.
to shout out and thank everyone who was a part of the show. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Yes.
Yes,
You're
indeed.
very fast and
Oh, so
sorry
sorry.
about that. It's not to
sorry,
post much.
yeah.
So, fun fact, last time he came on, he tasted the food, but it was like temperature
Really
hot.
hot. Oh,
Like straight off the
okay.
heat.
Okay.
So, is this better? This is better. All right.
Thank you. All right, it's been a wonderful show.
right,
we will
people.
see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.